Okay, I would like to welcome the next team member. She joined us in the year 2022. She gave me a call. Very interesting. I got a call from her saying that interested in what we do on Islamic wealth, and then found out that she's already in the industry for 17 years, and very similar with me. It's like a calling. We are in the conventional financial industry, whereby we are doing all the not really Islamic, but we had the same concept of insurance protection above needs to help to cover the needs, the investment, make more money, all this the same, until one day somehow, a few days as it goes along, are we doing the right thing?
Correct.
Right. Here are the questions that I would like to ask you, and it seems like it's something that you've been practicing over 15 years anyway.
Yes.
And in the perspective of an Islamic wealth advisor right now, which is, what are the common savings plan offered by insurers?
Okay, before I get to that, okay, what are the common instruments that being offered by insurers? I think first thing first, we must applaud for those who actually make the initiative, because again, when we talk about savings, when we talk about insurance, it all comes to our niat, our intention, right? I think first thing first, why people actually do invest, right, is actually to save, to have, and especially for insurance per se, is to have a disciplined way of savings. Okay. I think most of us try to save on all our own in our bank. Then what happened? After you save comes Raya, then we tend to spend or splurge, with the additional money that we have in our bank, right? And ended up you never get near to your goal. Okay. Back to your questions, what are the common instruments? Of course, we are talking about endowments, we are talking about annuities, or even investment-linked policies. These are the common plans offered by the insurers, right?
Okay.
Unfortunately, for endowments and annuity, there is no Sharia compliance plan offered right now. Okay, let's all make a dua that it will come true, that one day there is a takaful endowment. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So when we feel that there's no Sharia compliance, that means that it's not permissible. It's involved with riba, because it's garal. The reason is you do not know where the insurers actually invest this on. Whether is it on entertainment, whether is it on gambling, or you don't know, you don't have a control. So that's why it is not permissible for you to invest in such, right? For investment link, I think one of my colleagues already addressed this, that yes, first thing first, you need to look at the funds. Ensure that the funds are Sharia compliance. Okay, Sharia compliance is just like halal chop. Okay, you know that you consume, definitely can eat. Okay, because there's someone who actually watch over all these funds, right? But funds alone is not the only thing that you need to look at. You also need to look at the contract. Okay, so if it's a halal fund but the contract is not permissible, it's also a no-go. So you need to look into a lot of perspective. That's why I said that you need to find an advisor who is very clear about what is permissible and what is not permissible. And as I did mention, that the reason I joined Financial Alliance, the reason I joined Zaid's team is because of Faiwa team. Because most of the time we meet up people, we have lots of questions. Unfortunately, we are also not the asatiza, we need to have someone who monitor constantly on, okay, this is allowed, this is not allowed, what are the fatwas saying and everything. And these are the people who actually guide us accordingly for us to help our clients accordingly as well.
Thank you, Marlini. Wonderful answer. So then, in that which makes sense on the next question, if the person or our fellow Muslim brother or sister already have an endowment plan.
I see. Okay,
How?
this is like a question back to my face, okay? Because being 15 years in the industry, I am a pro endowment girl. Okay, I started endowment as young as when I was in my early 20s. Now still early, but cannot say lah. Okay, okay. So back to the question, right? Of course, if you have the means, if you have the courage, be like me, I stop right away. Okay. If I do incur losses about 5-digit figures, but I tawakal. I said that okay, my intention is I want to start all over again because I still do have time and still have long way, midway to my retirement, right? Inshallah, right? Then I do not want to waste that opportunity, right? I absorb that losses and then I just leave it up to Allah for that. Okay, but having said that, okay, you see, sometimes it's also depend on what other resources that you have. Okay, for example, if you just started an endowment, maybe 1 or 2 years, probably you do not even have any cash value at all, right?
Yeah, it's as good as zero.
Exactly. So people would say that, oh no, let's wait till you break even. For example, okay, then look at it this way: if you climb a ladder and you fall from the ladder, which is more painful? You just about to climb or you already midway through it?
That's the analogy lah. So you halfway then you fall,
Yes.
that's very painful lah.
Correct. The higher you are, the harder the fall is, the more painful it is. Okay. Okay. Why I make use of this analogy is because that yes, you look at your loss, your 2 years of loss, right? But you overlook on your opportunity. You probably have more than 10 years of opportunity, right? So the opportunity is the one that you actually would want to take the advantage of, for you to regrow your money the Sharia compliance way, the more permissible way, and for you to even have your peace of mind, right? I think we all need to be clear here that riba is one of the concerns that if you do, no police will ever catch you, right? But in the hereafter, Allah and His Messenger will wage a war against you. That's how serious riba is, right? And some ulama even mentions that riba is like you're having 36 times of zina, not
The sin.
Yes, the sin.
Worse than 36
yes,
times
36 of zina, and zina is with your own kind, your own father, your own mother, incest, right? So that is how serious riba is, right? So now you ask yourself, do you want to really wait? And what if halfway waiting, your time is up? Right? So I would rather that I lose my 5-digit with the peace of mind, right? And start all over again. And inshallah, Allah will protect me, will always give me more rezeki, more barakah. Then I wait until I break even. I wouldn't even know that whether that time may come.
Yeah, I mean, one of my early experience before you guys were with me, back then when I was one of my clients, he go through the maturity time already. I went through the endowment, very related to this, on this particular pillar of investment and accumulation. So when I talk to him, he has matured plan, but the plan can still keep. That means he did not surrender it, he didn't take the maturity, he leave it there because it's making money. Then I was sharing what you shared, and then he went through, then he took him 2 years to decide. 2 years. So eventually he called me and he said, Zaid, I think
It's time.
I have to let go.
Yes, yes.
And when I sat down with him, it's a total of, to date is still the record, $54,000
Wow.
that he needs to purify. Which leads to the next pillar. We're going to meet our next teammate. So thank you,
You're most
Marlini.
welcome.
Thank you very much for your time.